everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is beautiful Becca, and today we have another beautiful haul video. About a week or two before, I had gone to Joann's in Valencia, and just as I was exiting and returning back to go to the old road, there was the Country Antique mall. So it's like antiques and gifts and collectibles. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, the next time I go down there, I'll need to go in and see it for myself. And of course, you could spend hours in there and never come out. This beautiful kids' secretary desk that has like a painted scene on it. There were some beautiful, what they call Jerusalem cups that came with a decanter. There were these beautiful two velvet pink chairs that were very, very low to the ground. They reminded me of Aunt Alicia from Gigi. She never steps foot out of her apartment or her past. And there were a few others as well. Let me get to the haul that I ended up buying from the antique store. Starting off with these beautiful glass pendants here. I do not know who the artist is, but I chose this one because it's a very light pink and there's some black. And I have this pink floral blouse that I can never really wear a necklace with because of the V-neck, but I can never figure out which necklace to wear it with. I don't really have a lot of black, but I think this one might do. The other one was this beautiful blue. I wasn't intending on getting this one, but then I remembered it can go with this beautiful purse that was handmade by this textile artist that I bought a few years ago. This was before the pandemic hit. Or maybe it was in the middle of it. I don't remember. But this artist created this beautiful type of purse, and it matches with the colors. The second piece I picked up this was actually sitting on top of the box like this. This is a Golden Treasures. I really hope I say it right. A Cloisonne Bell. Each bell is crafted entirely by hand using a pure copper base. The multicolored enamel design is poured onto each piece and separated by thin metal strips. So this actually is a collector's piece. Look at this thing. Is that gorgeous? So this was the second piece I picked up, and I'm gonna have to take off that tie somehow. But anyway, it came in this pretty little box, and who knows, I could use it for a dinner bell maybe. There it is. I grew up loving the artwork of the late Thomas Kinkade, and I ended up buying a bunch of these beautiful lithographs from the Carriage House Antique Store, and I happened to see this plate at this particular antique. Even though it's of a church, I just love the fact that it says "Believe, and all things are possible with God." It's a beautiful plate of this of his church painting, which is one of my favorites. My piano teacher, Claudia Roberts, it was because of her that I got into the Victorian magazines, but I went to her in 1997. They happened to have a few of the Victorian magazines from 1992, so I couldn't pass these up. I really don't want to get any more candlesticks, but the reason I got these two is because this is the same design as this jar with this lid. I could not believe it. It actually is like a matching set. I bought this jar, I think from Pier 1 Imports years and years ago, and I still use it. It actually has has my butterscotch candies in there. I forgot that they were in there. But I love these candlesticks. And you know what? I was trying to find a nice candlestick or like a table setting that would actually fit with this tablecloth. And guess what? I found them. So when that day comes, when I have my future house, I will use these candlesticks on Friday nights and lay them on this beautiful tablecloth. So that was basically the first part of the store on one side. Then I had a whole other side of the store to explore. I think I was there for maybe about an hour and a half. And as I was coming back to the front to finalize my purchase, actually no, before I even did that, I found one gift from one of my girlfriends. Her birthday is coming up in a couple of months. And I'm not going to give it away, but I did get her a game of one of our favorite funny ladies of the 50s. That's all I'm going to say about that. But the one that I was not expecting to find was this. And it was the only one that actually still worked. This is a Morse code. This is a piece of a Morse code telegraph. Now, what I asked the gal, I said, was this the entire piece or did it actually have another piece that went along with it? She says there actually was, what they did have was like some sort of a paper that would go through this part. It was attached to some sort of electric machine, and it would like a typewriter, it would go through and the Morse code would appear on the other side of the one who was receiving it. I saw this and I was like, something was telling me pick it up, because I'm not 100% sure, but my mom's father, Grampy, as he was known to us cousins, he served, both of my grandfathers served in World War II, but Grampy was known as he was a sergeant, and he was one of the telegraph operators. There are a few pictures of him at his station, and I could have sworn that he was sitting in front of a telegraph Morse code operation electric system, but in several of them he's actually sitting in front of a typewriter. And one of the dark stories that I was told was he was one of the many telegraph operators to pass a word along to other telegraph operators, all the way to the pilots of the Enola Gay to drop the bomb on Hiroshima. So this is just one of many. And this also reminds me of what was going on as the Titanic was sinking, where they would use these Morse codes to send out signals to other ships nearby if their vessel was in trouble. So this was the haul. This was the haul from the beautiful antique store, with a bit of a surprise history in the middle of that. So I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys for the next one. Take care. Bye.